Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have an interesting topic that I really want to speak about, and I want to get it's geared for everyone, but most definitely I want to speak to the women about it also. More specifically, I should say. Today's topic is why do men cheat? And I know people are like, oh, because they're trifling, they're sorry, they're dogs, and I mean, you speaking from an emotional standpoint. Honestly, it's all spiritual why they cheat. It's all lack of knowledge. It's all from deception, and it's all from a perspective of what they see life to be, what they've chosen out of life, what they've been taught. Why do men cheat is because they're not truly walking with God. They're not, and again, if you don't know what walking with God means, that means walking in the ways that He say man and woman should walk. That means loving one another, cherishing one another. And when you do these things, there's no compromising in it. When you walk with God, you have a power in you that gets stronger, that temptation doesn't have any control over you. But let's look at the other side when you don't have God. That means you're not near God. You're not near the power that He gives you when you embrace those ways of discipline, love, patience, truthfulness, integrity. All those words have power in them alone. When you show love to someone, you have women out here that will literally fall head over heels for you when you give them love, when you show love and you possess love inside of you for them. That can make them think about you all day, can make them even kill for you. Love is that strong. It's powerful. Integrity is powerful. When a man or a woman is upright and they stand firm in who they are and what they believe in, it's attractive to the human. All these things are power of God. But when you're away from God, you don't possess these things. You don't possess these characteristics at all. You possess lying, deception. You're putting on a role that is superficial. A player, a pimp. Those aren't real. Those are God's ways being prostituted by evil. A player, again, if you're a player or a pimp, what you're doing is you're using the authority and power that God has given you to do good, to do evil. God created you to rule, not to control one another to do evil intentions or to do evil things. So why do men cheat? Easy. They're picking up the ways of evil. They're choosing it and walking in it. And honestly, when they stay with it too long, they're hypnotized by it. It's hard to see for them the ways that they are doing to be wrong. Especially if they're successful at it. And by getting away with it once or twice, 3, 4 times or whatever. Why do men cheat? It's because they're not walking with God. They're not embracing His ways, but instead they're manipulating His ways. They're taking the power given from God from birth, and they're giving it over to Satan's rulership and authority, and allowing the spirit of Satan to influence their minds to go steal, kill, and cheat. And what that does is it sends the woman down that same path. Because God created what? Man to look towards God. And He created woman to look up towards man. So when a woman sees these things, because a woman doesn't come out like this, a woman is looking for one soulmate to fall in love with, have kids, get married, all that good stuff. And so when she sees an unfaithful man, she sees a man who cheats and has multiple women, and he talks crazy, and he's not standing on the principles of God, which is upright, a good man, stands firm, follow throughs, responsible. One woman he has, loyalty, integrity. When she don't see that, at that point we're shaping her mentality and her conditioning. We're training them to act just as us. And when we do that, guess what we're doing? We're giving the authority and power that God has given them from birth over to the spirit of Satan again. And then what happens? Satan gets the man that's being controlled by him now to be a pimp, to be a player. Then he gets the woman, after taking from the man the evil ways and intentions, he gets the woman to be a prostitute. He gets the woman to sell drugs, and he gets the woman to be a cheater also. He gets the woman to be a liar also, a deceiver also, a manipulator, a person who sets up men. All of these things start because of what? Because of man's fall and not being under God's rule, but instead has given his authority over to the spirit of Satan. This is where it comes from. This is why the chaos is the way it is here today. Why do men cheat? Because they're not being men of God. They are children of Satan. They're not children of God. They're not walking in God's ways, God's authority. They're walking in Satan's ways, Satan's authority. They've given over their power. And because when men fall, then mankind fall. That means the women will fall. That means the children will fall. Satan doesn't care about your well-being. He doesn't care about the materialistic things in life because they don't mean anything. All he cares about is getting the authority God has given you from day one, from birth. That's the most precious and priceless thing we have as mankind, the authority God has given you. Satan knows that, because if he has the authority and can distract you and blind you from understanding that, he then has control of you. You have the authority yourself to go get your own home. You have the authority yourself to go get your car. You have the authority yourself to create bigger resources and make money. You don't have to be dependent on anyone to do that. No one but God is your dependent. No one but God is who you're supposed to be dependent on. And when you're dependent on God, he leads you to the way to get your home and your car and your resources, create businesses and do different things for people, all in which you're keeping the authority he has given you since birth. I must say, guys, why do men cheat? Because we have given away our authority and followed behind something that is trying to destroy mankind forever. We must wake up, guys, to the ways of the world. And not so much the ways of the world, but the ways of the spirit of Satan. And we must understand God's way, what it truly means to walk in his way, the power we truly have as mankind, as human beings, and walk in it to receive the successful abundant life God has always promised to us, and that is possible, but only when you walk with Him. I love you guys, and I thank you for another video. I truly enjoy giving these videos to you because, man, Spirit just be depositing more knowledge, more understanding to me, and when I speak it, it's revelation to me, and I pray it's revelation to you, it's growth to you, and I will most definitely keep moving forward, keep pressing, guys, and keep doing these things. The music is coming next, guys. The music will be next. I know you guys are going to love that phase of it because, guys, this is a lifestyle. This is a life. This isn't I'm just going to use this for a moment just so I can get ahead. No, this is a lifestyle. This is your true inheritance. This is what you were designed to do. This is who you were designed to be. Wasn't designed to walk and run behind Satan, who's acting as if he has authority. Only authority he have is what we give him. No one can ever kill you. No one can ever put a gun to your head unless we allow them to. If we're out of character, if we're away from God. And I'm just going a little deeper, and that's because that's just all the things that the Spirit deposits in me. These are all the things that I'm picking up and I'm learning to be true. And if you walk a certain way, you can avoid. So, guys, we got to choose God, and we got to get away from those things that are hindering us. So, I love you, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to embrace the struggle, though. That's what the growth is. Later on, guys.